Hi everyone, this is the third run on Ram's Intersecting Wheels, and the strategy here is going to be similar to one of my runs on the last stage before this, which is utilizing a party of Shadow, Kain, and Garnet with an H base call to provide everyone with 100% evasion, and this actually allows Shadow to also dodge the 49% threshold attacks on all three manikins. This run is also going to be a no burst mode, no summon mode run, and will be done within 2 turns, which essentially is Kain taking 1 turn at the start and Garnet taking 1 turn at the start to complete setup. Thereafter, Shadow will just take multiple consecutive free turns all the way till the end of the fight. So at the start of the fight, it's just important to reset until Shadow goes last among the 3 party members. Doesn't really matter whether Kain or Garnet goes first, but the idea is that you want Shadow to go last because thereafter he will never be losing his turn, he'll just be taking turn after turn until the end of the fight. Now the one issue is the Lufenia Orb, which will appear on Ram Manikin, and that's why I set a Seed Rain's call on Shadow, really only to keep the orb count manageable. And once the orb has appeared, my max goal here is to actually bring Ram Manikin down to 49%, and that will actually trigger the first threshold attack. The idea also is that the way Shadow's kit works is if he evades any attack, he actually gets 2 consecutive free turns after that. So the idea behind the strategy here is to actually trigger the 49% attack separately among all 3 manikins. That way you optimize Shadow's free turns because he'll then be getting 6 free turns as opposed to just 2 free turns. Now I did make one small mistake here, I forgot to use Shadow's additional ability. If you don't use it, he actually doesn't have 100% evasion, but luckily he still managed to dodge this attack here. So before triggering the 49% threshold attack, you do want to use Shadow's additional ability to guarantee his evasion. Anyway, now that I've triggered Ram's threshold attack, my next goal is to trigger the threshold attack on Vivi, followed by the threshold attack on Warrior of Light. So here Vivi is about to trigger, so I use Shadow's additional ability to get the 100% evasion, and then here I use his LD to trigger the attack on Vivi. On hindsight, that was actually a bit of a waste because using Shadow's LD already gives you 2 free consecutive turns. So a better move there, I guess, would be to use either the Seed Rain's LD call or spam Shadow's additional ability until Garnet's overhead triggers. That way you get 2 more free turns. Anyway, there's a lot of buffer here, so it doesn't really matter too much. But ideally you do want to trigger the threshold attacks when Shadow doesn't have his free turns up. Now that all the threshold attacks have been triggered, the goal here is to just try to kill off Ram Manikin as quickly as possible because there will be issues with our orb counting down to 0 once you run out of the Seed Rain's call ability. I made a slight error here. I got distracted for a moment and I used Brave Attack on Garnet instead of HP Attack, so that wasn't really optimal. But I was just hoping that I could squeeze out enough HP attacks to end the fight before I had to pop summon mode. And that was just enough. So as always, I hope the video has been helpful, and if you enjoy the content, please leave a like, comment or subscribe. It really helps a lot. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Lufenia fight. Bye!